Welcome to Unnewsworthy, the podcast bringing you the silliest stories from around the world to give you a bit of respite from the doom and gloom of today's news cycle. I'm James Keegan.
And I'm Ben Exell.
Coming up in today's show,
A plane seat stolen by an unexpected passenger.
a principal uncovers a 16-year-old student born in 1997.
And an ongoing theme today of animals on the run.
All this and more on today's episode of Unnewsworthy. Alright, should we have a little catch up then?
Let's do it, mate.
You will remember, if you did listen to last week's episode, that I had a bit of a IKEA challenge. So this was the story where I had to build IKEA furniture in IKEA to get my money back, which, by the way, was store credit, so I haven't actually got my money back. But anyway, I've got a bit of an update on this. So I got an email from IKEA the other day, which honestly has left me bamboozled for days. I've actually called them up since and still haven't really got any clearer about this. So I got an email saying that I can only use my IKEA points on my account in the Czech Republic now. Despite the fact I've only been there once in my life for about 4 days in 2022. And apparently my account is registered in the Czech Republic and I now have minus 18 points on the IKEA website. So I have no idea what's going on with that. I literally called them up and they were as confused as me. And they told me to send them an email, so needless to say, that's never going to happen.
I tell you what's happened, James.
Yeah?
Yeah, mate. In the last, let's say 6 months or so, you might have downloaded a little VPN. Obviously, that VPN was connected to Prague, mate. And you've logged into the IKEA website, still connected.
I mean, that is the obvious answer, isn't it? Is that a VPN was used after a law was introduced in the last year or so. But, I mean, my response to that would be, it's saying that my account's always been Czech, and I've had this account for years, so I don't really understand what's happened. I think, genuinely, I might have opened the account when I went there on holiday 4 years ago by accident. And now I'm screwed, I think.
Mate, good reason to go back. They do say the Czech IKEAs are the best, you know.
Really? Well, I'm going to have to find out, aren't I, if I ever want to get rid of these points.
Complete bollocks. Hey, at least you can take a full, set of furniture across the border.
Yeah, and build it in Prague, mate.
Absolute stinker. How have you got yourself in that situation, yeah?
I don't know. I'm asking myself the same thing. Did you like the IKEA story last week?
Oh, it was so funny. Honestly, it was so funny. I can't believe, I just pictured you, in a huge warehouse. Just all right, then fuck you. I'm gonna build this. Building a bedside table. And what was it? What was the other thing?
Oh, was it? It was a fucking kitchen table, mate. It was massive kitchen table at a TV stand.
In front of this guy is a fuck you.
Honestly, there's no way I was taking that stuff home. I genuinely, I would have thrown it at him and gone to jail. I think that would have been a better. I was not taking that shit home.
I can't believe he. What's the difference? If anything, you're doing them a favour by.
That's what I said. I said surely it's better off if it's unassembled, because then you can actually sell it.
That's weird. That's so weird. That reminds me of Disney.
Right.
Disney. You know they have really weird T's and C's. Did you hear about the story? This one's maybe a bit bleak, but did you hear the story? Someone who died under mysterious circumstances at Disney World, and they basically couldn't sue Disney because they signed the terms and conditions of Disney Plus, and in the terms of conditions it says you can't sue Disney for anything.
Jeez, that's dark.
I know.
I knew there was a reason why I haven't got it yet.
Let's just say I might have it, and I'm not going to be going to Disney World anytime soon. Alright, so I've got a little theme with my stories this week, James.
What's that theme?
It's one that's pretty culturally relevant right now. It's AI.
Right.
AI and tech. Yeah. And it's already good to hear that so soon into AI's conception that people are using it for unnewsworthy reasons. I mean, it's ridiculous, some of these. So my first story this week, James. A man in South Korea posted a fake AI photo of a wolf who had escaped from a nearby zoo for fun and accidentally delayed its capture by 9 days. So, a 2-year-old wolf named Nekgu escaped from Daejeon Zoo on the 8th of April and became a national sensation as hundreds of emergency workers with thermal drones and military support hunted him down. After hearing this, a 40-year-old man saw the news and thought it would be funny to generate an AI image of the wolf trotting through the city intersection and sharing it online. Now, what do you think happened next, James? Either A, nothing, or B, the image circulated around the internet, so much so that the government of Daejeon City thought that it was real and sent an emergency text out to all residents warning of a wolf sighting, even being displayed at an official press briefing by the government.
What, they sent one of those texts out that like vibrates the fuck out your phone?
Yeah, exactly. Like they do in the US. Like, watch out, wolf here in the intersection, just chilling.
Do you remember when they did that in the UK? They did that once, didn't they? And everyone thought like, yeah, I swear they did that once in the UK. I don't know why I remember this so strongly. I think it was when we were at sixth form. I think it was like COVID times around then, and they sent that out to everyone, and I remember everyone thinking, this is like the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone getting the text at the same time.
And it was to do with COVID?
I think it was to test that the system actually works. But it hasn't been... I don't think it's actually been used since.
No, but it's used the whole time in the...
Yes, in the US.
When we
were out in the US, they use it all the time for hurricane warnings.
But even... They use it for missing cases and do you know what? Like, me and James were obviously there for a year in Florida. It was useful. I saw this recently actually on Instagram, James. There was 3 mechanics in the US enjoying their lunch. They get a vibration alert, they see, and it's look out for description of missing person with description of the person who's taken them. And these 2 were right in front of them.
No way.
Right in front of them. And they were like, no way. Called the police. Missing person got found. So, I see the use.
Well, not in this instance, though, with the AI wolf.
Well, it's even funnier because this man is facing up to 5 years in prison.
Wow.
And the wolf, Niggu, has now become a national celebrity. Spawning meme coins, of course.
Yep.
Themed bread, and now the city's even considering making him an official mascot.
Themed bread is probably the most Korean product I've ever heard of.
I was literally about to say that. What should we do? It's either meme coins or themed bread. How about a little bit of both? Yeah. And let's make him our mascot as well on top. Mate,
but I mean, that's dark though, isn't it? Doing like, we're going to make him our mascot, but by the way, the guy who came up with this is in jail for 5 years.
Well, let's put him on bread, but chuck him away for 4 years while you're at it. Well, yeah, the wolf was found, James, and with a fishing hook in its stomach. So at least that was it. I guess he was underwater. He was underwater and he got done by a fisherman.
The real one?
Yeah, the real wolf was found with a fishing hook in his stomach.
That is unexplainable.
Yeah. He was obviously out sniffing and he went, yeah, fishing hook will do. But, a classic example of how AI is being used for unnewsworthy means, James.
Well, from that AI zoo escape to a far less high-tech one. Armenian police have confirmed that the escaped zebra from Yerevan Zoo, which was spotted roaming around main streets outside the complex, is in fact a donkey that was painted black and white. Authorities were called to a main street in the capital city after confused locals and commuters called in to report a zebra on the loose just outside the zoo. Videos of the supposed zebra went viral on Armenian social media, showing the relaxed animal strolling around and wondering why it was causing so much interest with the locals. And after some not so close inspections, the zoo was able to determine that the zebra was not one of theirs, and in fact, not a zebra at all. So the zoo said the news story this morning was nothing more than a failed joke. A citizen whose identity is currently being determined by law enforcement painted his donkey with stripes and took it to Myasnikian Avenue to film a video. I would like to inform you that the zebras at the zoo are safe and in their free enclosure, said the zoo. So the donkey's owner has now been identified and the animal has been returned to its farm. And it's unclear whether the owner will be facing charges, but the zoo did warn that chemical dyes can be toxic to animals, so if any of you idiots are thinking about doing this, don't.
Yeah, just use AI instead.
Just use AI, you'll be facing 5 years instead.
James, imagine you're in the Armenian police force and you get a folder slapped on your desk. It's the Armenian, chief of police, and they say, we've got a big case for you here. You're going to be looking for a horse painted black and white like a zebra. But don't worry about it, because we have made bread looking like it. Honestly.
Yeah, and in Armenia, I feel like the big cases are probably quite big as well. It's like some deep probe into gang corruption, and you're just like, I'll be pretty happy to do this case today instead.
Yeah, a little break from the norm.
Exactly. I actually saw an article on this. From Armenian press in English, obviously. Needless to say, I don't read Cyrillic, but there was an Armenian article that was so funny, saying that this incident has dragged away attention from the political race that's going on at the moment for the elections. That's how big this story was in Armenia.
So stupid, but I wouldn't put it past Armenian politicians to actually do that on purpose. Chuck a few quid, behind press. Yeah, James, I might go as far to say that this is the Armenian equivalent of Trump bombing Iran to try and get away from the fact that he was on some dodgy list, mate. That's all I'm saying.
So this is the Armenian attempt, is just paint a donkey white and black. You get away from all the corruption probes.
Yeah. Yeah, are you corrupt? Nah, I'm not, but do you guys see that little zebra that's on the loose? Speaking of things that might not be what they seem, I've got another AI-related unnewsworthy story here.
You really are in an AI hole this week, aren't you?
Yeah, probably because it does all my work for me. Okay, so a medical researcher in Sweden invented a fake eye disease called Bixonomania, published fake studies, and multiple AI models cited them as being real.
Wait, what? Okay, I've got it. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay.
So this guy in Sweden set out to publish false information, false documentation about a fake eye disease, even putting mania in the title, which has got nothing to do with physical health. If you say mania, it's obviously got everything to do with mental health. So he's including things that, to people like you and me, we would try and catch out AI to see if they would end up citing it on real life medical essays and stuff like that. And they've only gone and done it, James. They've only gone and cited away.
That's outrageous. So AI, so basically, what was I going to say? So essentially, AI is just fooled by any sort of academic-looking paper. Is that the whole gist of this? Is that it can't distinguish what's true and what's fake if it's been published by someone reasonably reputable?
Yeah, I guess because this person was a researcher at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden and published it, falsely. I guess why would AI think it was lying? But that leads me in what I can describe as a bit of a career path, James. I might go through a master's, a PhD, a doctorate, all of the above, and just post fake reports to try and fool AI. I'm gonna make them stupider and stupider and see if I can end up on any university essays.
I think you might be onto something, mate. This could be the only way to stop the AI revolution. A revolution of our own is just everyone listening to this, go and get a PhD. Just write fucking nonsense so that you make AI redundant. I think you've cracked it, mate. Honestly, I think that's the new method.
And the funniest part of this all, James, is that I used AI to find that story.
You don't say.
But I mean, clearly, some Claude, the AI that I used, was slagging off another AI. Like, yeah, Claude's like me personally. I wouldn't have cited it, but fucking ChatGPT.
That is true, though. There is a bit of a hierarchy, isn't there? Claude definitely looks down on GPT.
100%. Just enjoy him, man. Just enjoy him.
So we're all familiar with the bearded 6-foot kid that looks way too old to be in your class. But the next story takes this to the extreme. A 28-year-old woman has finally been caught after spending more than 2 weeks at a New York high school posing as a 16-year-old student.
Right. And can I just ask why?
Well, we'll get to why at the end, and it's actually not as funny as it should be. But we'll get through the funny stuff first. So, 28-year-old Casey Clarkson enrolled at Westchester Square Academy in the Bronx last month as Shamara Rashad, a 16-year-old born in 2010. Clarkson claimed that she had moved to New York from Ohio with her sister to calm suspicions, and even managed to attend classes for 2 weeks, and was even issued a school ID with the fake name and age. Clarson's Shamara Rashad act came crashing down when the school principal came across Casey's real social media account, which she'd failed to delete. Her social media account listed her birth year as 1997 and even featured a picture of her holding a baby and another post saying that she had a beautiful daughter. So this is when it all comes to a head. This is my favourite part. So after 2 weeks of Casey Clarkson attending Westchester Square as a 16-year-old called Shamara Rashad.
2 weeks.
The principal then confronted her at school by asking for her identity. So Clarkson responded by saying, "My name is Shamara Rashad. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Ohio. I came to New York with my sister." And then the principal showed her the social media profile. He just brought out the phone and put the social media profile in front of her. And Casey immediately bottled it, saying, "Yes, my real name is Casey Clarkson, and my real date of birth is July 29th, 1997. I am not Shamara Rashad. I am not 16 years old. I lied about my identity," here we go, "because my friend forced me to. She was using me to receive more public assistance."
Oh, God.
So, Clarkson has now been charged with endangering the welfare of a child, trespassing, and criminal impersonation, all of which she has remarkably pled not guilty. She is expected back in court next month, so we'll have to see what happens from that.
I've got a couple of questions straight off the bat.
I'm sure you have.
Firstly, who goes, no, I'm Shamara Rashad. Well, what about this then? Yeah, joking. Yeah, that's me. I was lying the whole time. You can't fold immediately.
She just bottled it under zero pressure.
Yeah, and you're throwing your mate under the bus there, because the mate's not going to come off lightly.
Big time. I think that was her sort of tactic is, that's probably why she's pled not guilty. I was forced into this by dangerous people who are using me to do a benefit scam. But then, surely, I don't know, I just don't buy it. And then, what's the end result of that is that you have to drag your friend into court, and then they face years in prison themselves. So,
yeah.
I don't know, this all just is a bit, don't really understand it, mate.
Do you know what's even more dodgy though, James? And it brings me on to my second question.
Yep.
What's the principal doing checking out the pupils?
I'm so glad you asked this question, because I've literally got that written down here. I've written myself, I've said, my main question is, why was the principal scouting for her social media?
It's odd. Check his hard drive, that's all I'm saying.
It's fucking weird. And I think the only saving grace potentially for the principal, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, is that either the woman looked 28 and didn't look 16. I've seen a picture of her, but I don't know how old this picture was, and she did look quite young, to be fair. But that could be the first thing, is that he thought, there's no way this girl's 16. And the second thing is, to be fair, what white woman's called Shamara Rashad? So, I mean, we can't necessarily check his hard drive for thinking, why is there a white girl called Shamara Rashad in my class?
Well, I tell you what, mate, if Hezbollah ever runs into money troubles, I've got a little scheme for him.
I don't think people are going to know who Hezbollah is.
Oh, surely they will.
Will they? That's for the uninitiated. That's the 25-year-old from Dagestan who looks about 6.
Yeah, he fought the Rizzler.
But I'm glad you're asking the important questions.
100%, mate. I don't know who looks off worse, Shamana or the principal there, mate.
I think you're right, though. It's like, is this happening in general? Are principals, is that part of their job remit? Is it to scan social media for profiles?
3 to 4 on a Monday.
He literally gets home, instantly loads up Facebook and looks through everyone's social media.
To end what I can only describe as the AI tech trio of my week's stories, today we've got some bizarre airplane story that's happened this week. There seems to be an ongoing theme here on Unnewsworthy of bizarre airplane stories. So, someone in, of course, the US brought their humanoid robot a plane ticket. The humanoid robot is 4 feet tall, about 30 kilos. The robot sat in the wrong seat, got moved, then got his battery confiscated on the runway. So someone's obviously gone, oh mate, you've got my seat, then what the fuck? And basically what happened was, is they sat on an aisle seat which violated the airline's policy for carry-on items, for large carry-on items. So it got moved to a window seat. You would think problem solved after that. But then they started asking the what I can only describe as robot's handler about the battery, and then it got confiscated after the robot, whose name was Bebop's lithium battery, exceeded their maximum allowable size. Not only that though, James, this forced the flight to be sat on the tarmac for over an hour, as the pilot had to announce that the passengers were being delayed by an unusual passenger. And I asked Bebop for a comment, and his lawyers advised him not to speak.
I mean, if you were on that plane, you'd be so fuming that some kid wants his 15 minutes of fame with his humanoid robot.
Oh my god. He's even brought him a ticket, James. He's even brought him a ticket.
He's gone full publicity stunt with this, hasn't he? And we're giving him that publicity.
Beep Bop as well.
Beep Bop.
Beep Bop.
It's a good name. We'll give him that. It's a good name.
Yeah.
But you are a cunt.
An absolute arsehole, mate. And it's one of them, you know. Have you seen those videos of the robots that look like they're about to scrap you, and they're like with the limbs and the weird face.
Yeah, the ones that can barely stand up.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. Imagine you're sitting down, you're thinking, I just want an easy flight, have a little nap. You look to your left and you see Beep Bop in the aisle seat. Oh my god, mate, you'd be absolutely fuming.
I love how the handler of this robot is probably taking pictures and trying to be like, the future's here. You know, you could be on a flight with a humanoid robot, and the stark reality, the contrast is that it's had its battery pack seized and it's been picked up and moved to another seat. It's just a shit expensive toy, really, isn't it?
Aren't they all, mate? And you know, the sod's law of it all as well is, on the one hand, you can bring a robot onto a flight, pay for its ticket, delay a flight by over an hour, no repercussions. Robot doesn't even get seized, just its battery. But all you have to do is, AI photo a wolf running through a city, and you're getting up to 4 years. Where's the consistency, ref?
And for my final story this week, A French teen has been charged in Singapore after he filmed and posted a video of himself licking a straw from an orange juice vending machine and then putting it back. 18-year-old Didier Maximilian posted the video of the stunt, which took place in a Singapore shopping centre in March, with the caption, "City is not safe." Maximilian is now facing mischief and public nuisance charges in Singapore and a maximum of 2 years in prison if he's found guilty.
Jesus Christ, that's the last place you want to be doing something like that, is Singapore, man.
Exactly. The video came to the attention of the authorities after it was reposted on a community page and was picked up by a local news outlet, prompting the owners of the machine, iJuice, to lodge a police report. iJuice says it's replaced all 500 straws in the machine's dispenser after the alleged incident and has performed a deep clean on the machine in question. It even said it would upgrade its machines to include individually packaged straws that are only dispensed after the transaction is completed to prevent further straw licking in the future. And as you said, in a country where selling chewing gum is illegal, you can only imagine the authorities are not going to take this one lightly.
Yeah, well, they take their personal hygiene super serious in Singapore, but this is a step too far, arresting the bloke for that. I mean, it's gross, don't get me wrong, and why are you doing it? But for the vending machine company to launch a full-on investigation, get the police involved. I mean, but James, can I say...
Go on.
Go on. You go first.
No, I'm interested in what you're going to say.
Well, I was just saying, it's been a week for crazy names here. Maximilian Drogba, not sure if there's any relation. We've had Nig Gu the Wolf, Beep Bop, Shamira, and the Bixoni Mania eye disease all appear in this week's episode.
What was Maximilian Drogba? I missed that.
Was that not this guy's name?
No. No. Honestly, that's making me crack up because his name is Didier Maximilian. Oh my god, I was thinking, where was Maximilian Drogba in all of this?
Oh,
I'm so glad I asked. I'm so glad.
I even said any relation, for fuck's sake.
Fucking hell. Anyway, what was I going to say about, you know what you said about, is it this? I mean, this is a bit serious, taking him to prison for this. But I mean, I kind of get it. I think someone with fucking AIDS could lick a straw, couldn't they?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. What?
Yeah, fair enough. That's an adequate response. I guess you can't get AIDS from that, can you?
Well, maybe. I mean, I hope my poor guy Didier doesn't have AIDS. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for a couple years in prison with AIDS. Do you know what I mean? Oh, mate, I've been throwing myself off by calling him Maximilian Drogba.
Yes, as you said, I mean, it's a bit heavy trying to prosecute this kid and take him to prison, but unfortunately for the authorities, this kid seems to be the seed of some well-to-dos. The 18-year-old is currently a student at the Singapore campus of a French business school and even has his own lawyer who told the media that Maximilian's parents have already flown to Singapore and that a school representative will be his bailer. The teen has even been granted court permission to travel to the Philippines from May 2nd to 25th for a school trip required for his graduation, and he is due back in court on May 29th.
Wow. I mean, Didier's getting his showing off his power there.
Yes, I mean, these early court permissions are a sign that I don't think too many of these charges are going to stick.
Yeah, I go as far to say none.
Yes, yeah. I think he'll be getting off with a nice little fine and off you go.
Slap on the arse.
Yeah.
Serves him right though, mate. I mean, he to even go through those procedures, that's enough to weigh on a man.
Yeah, hopefully that scares the shit out of this kid. And unfortunately, that's all we have time for this week.
We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure you leave us a 5-star review.
And follow us as well, so you don't miss out on new episodes.
Unnewsworthy will be dropping every Friday to end your week with a bit of a laugh.
If you've got any stories to share with us, get in touch by emailing unnewsworthypodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next Friday.